Hi everyone, how you all doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. Right, so interesting. It could be. It's up to you. The race for life. And why people decide they want out. They want out of the race for life. And I know why they do that. I know why they say, I've had enough. It's because they've only paced themselves for that one race. Like a marathon runner. Let's use this as a metaphor. Let's go to the marathon runner. He trains himself. He knows he's got an important race. One race where he wants to maybe break a world record. So he paces himself, doesn't he, for that one race. He eats the right foods and he trains. And when you pace yourself, you're pacing yourself for 26 miles. Remember that. That's the important thing. Use this as a metaphor. I said that, didn't I? So a Christian, he's in a race for life. He wants to get the ultimate prize of everlasting life. That is why he joins the race for life. Do you think he would join the race for life if there was no prize? Think about that. So he's paced himself, this Christian. This Christian may have been born in that religion. A born in and fully indoctrinated Christian who believes that, yes, you've got to get into the race for life as early as possible. And he's in that race. And he's just conditioned himself spiritually to get through that 26-mile race. But then something happens out of his control while he's in that race. And it's usually when he's approaching the finishing line of his race. And then what happens? Something that he didn't expect. He thought, oh, I finished my 26 miles here. I might get a sash. I might get, you finished the race for life, a pat on the back, some encouragement. No, he doesn't get that. What he gets from the race organisers is the finishing line pushing back another 10 mile out of his reach. And he starts to despair because he's only conditioned and paced himself for the 26 miles. But the race organisers want him to do another 10 miles on top of 26. But even the most physically fit, well-trained athletes, they would despair. But they would probably at least try and do another 10 mile because they've probably got something in reserve. That's what it's about, people. It's what you have in reserve. A lot of us just don't have anything in reserve when we're in the race for life. And that's why we despair. And that's why sometimes a Christian who's in a race for life decides, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm completely done with it. I don't want to be in this race for life because I don't believe that I'm going to get my prize. There's no prize for me. And I had an example earlier where somebody got to the end of that race, but the race organisers pushed it away and said that they had to do another 10 mile. How do you think you're going to feel if that happened? As a Christian, if you're in the race for life and you thought, oh, we're getting near now. We're getting so near the time where I'm going to get some refreshment. I'm going to get maybe some congratulations for finishing this race and some encouragement, much needed encouragement. But no, the race organisers or the hierarchy or your controlling authorities of your religion, they've decided in their wisdom to push the finishing line out your reach. And so you're just forever running. And eventually, you're out of breath. But you're not just out of breath, you're depressed. And the reason why you're depressed is because you thought you'd finish your race for life. There's the finishing line. I got the finishing line. No, it was just not true. It wasn't true. I got there. I was expecting to have a banner on me, to sit down, have liquid refreshment, and to get my breath back, only to find out it wasn't the finishing line. The finishing line has been drawn up another 10 miles in front of me, and I haven't got the strength. I haven't got the gumption, the strength, I haven't got the inclination, I haven't got anything more in reserve to go any farther than where I am at the moment. And that is so true of so many of us. So you've almost, what you're trying to admit to here is, come what may, whatever happens, happens, but I ain't in that race for life anymore. Because I've taken my name off and I'm not competing in the race anymore. I've decided it's just not for me. And I don't trust the race organisers to give me my prize. And that takes a lot of thinking about. And that's where we are at the moment.